Hi everyone and welcome to the Still That Girl series. This is the first episode, so I'm honored to have you here with me. I am your host, Jory Martin, and as you can see, I am Still That Girl. Now, Still That Girl is basically a chat where we can empower and encourage young women to realize that no matter what they've done, where they've been, what they've been through, they can still be that girl. That growing up, most of us women, if not all, dream of getting married and starting our own family. But what if I told you that a lot of young women, even here in Antigua, struggle with getting pregnant or just struggle with a lot of miscarriages? And this is a topic that many young women do not like to talk about, or they're scared to talk about. So today I have with me a woman, a wife, and a mother. And she's going to answer the questions that some of us young women are scared to answer or even talk about. So welcome, my auntie, Jasmine. So before we jump right into it, we're going to start off with a little icebreaker. So you're going to pick a question from the jar and hand it to me, and I'm going to read it to you. Okay? Okay, so the question says, if you could live anywhere in the world other than Antigua for 1 year, where would it be?
Honestly, Jory, I can't live anywhere else outside of Antigua for a year. So, sorry to disappoint you on Antigua.
Okay, and why is that?
Because my home is everything to me. I do travel. You know I'm well traveled. I've been traveling since I'm 13 years of age. But I have a 2 weeks barrier. After 2 weeks, I need to be back.
Okay.
In Antigua.
So Antigua is really paradise.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
The beach is only the beginning.
Okay. We know that you're married and you're a mom, but before all of this, did you have a dream of always wanting to be married? Did you have that desire to be married and start your own family one day?
Honestly, Jory, no. That dream of becoming a wife, a mom, all that wasn't there when I was a young girl. No. That happened when I met my husband. After meeting him, I think that vision just came alive. So let me describe it as a God sent. You know, God sent somebody in your life, you start thinking different, you start acting different. So that was that for me.
Okay, so kind of describe your dating life prior to meeting your husband. What was it like? Were you dating with purpose? Was it serious, or was it just a little dating thing going on, a little fling? What was it?
Well, to be honest, really, I'm going to be very frank. In our culture, we don't raise our daughters to save themselves before marriage or to date with purpose or whatever. So then you become like very casual. You're dating, but you're dating because you like the person, or maybe how the person dress, or but not for purpose to say, okay, well, he's going to be my husband, or we're going to have a future together. So it's basically, that was it. I was just going with the flow. But I always knew inside of me, if I have a relationship, at least 5 years, you will know if you can stay with that person for the rest of your life or not. So once I reach 3 years, 4 years, I would call it off.
Okay. So how long did it take before you knew that your husband was the one?
Like 2 years.
2 years.
Because he was really the one.
Okay, and how did you know? Was it a internal feeling? What was it? Was he different than the others that showed you he was the one?
Very different. It was inside and out. As I say, it was sent from God. So
Okay.
when God is in it, honestly, you feel it from within. You just know that's right. You just know it fits.
Okay.
It's something that you can't really describe, but you experience it and you know.
Okay. So after marriage, did you guys talk about having a family right away, or was that something that you wanted to hold off on and enjoy each other first? Even before I get to there, how long did you guys know each other? How long were you dating? You said that it took you 2 years to decide that he was the one, but how long did you know, and how did you get from meeting him to the marriage part of it?
Oh, that was very easy for us because we had so much in common. Financially, we wasn't stable in that department as yet. So,
Okay.
it took a lot. Also, attitude, getting to know each other, So we worked on a lot of things, but we knew that we were going to get married, we were going to have kids. So at least 7 years after dating, we actually did tie the knot.
Okay. And so you guys wanted to have children as soon as you got married, or was that something you wanted to hold off on?
Yes, we were so excited. Yes, we wanted to have kids as soon as we got married, but that wasn't in the equation of God. We had to wait and we had to try.
So expound on that. Talk about that some more. So you were trying. How long were you trying, and what happened specifically? Were you just unable to get pregnant, or were you getting pregnant? Explain that a little bit.
Yes, we were trying to get pregnant, but that wasn't in the plan of God for us, because all my life, as I said, I didn't really want kids, but after meeting my husband, it was a serious thought. It was something that I wanted. I see all my sisters having kids, all my friends having kids, and I was like, okay, what happened to me, God? I'm married, Why am I not getting pregnant? And then it becomes something of, I thought that I was barren. Then I started going to the doctors. We did the fertility checks. Everything was okay with me. My husband, he was good. I was the problem. I had fibroids. But still, we still try and nothing. Anyway, we waited. Nothing happened. Marriage was very good still, because my husband, it doesn't matter if I had a child, yes or no. We keep trying. Nothing happened. And then at least like 8 years after we were married, I decided, okay, well, I'm not getting pregnant. I've been through a lot. Every Mother's Day I'm in tears. Joey, when you send me those poems or gratitude from your heart, I will be crying all day. So, I got very emotional. Even when I go to church, I'm very emotional on Mother's Day because everybody having kids. And I remember this sermon my pastor preached about Hannah's prayer. Because Hannah went through that. And that same day I went home and I asked God, I prayed that prayer. And I asked God, please bless my womb. Please put my foes to shame, because even family member curse me and say, oh, you can't get pregnant. So it becomes something that I had to struggle with, but still I always embrace my sister's kids because they're like my own kids. And a day now, your little brother, we were going down the road and he said, Auntie, I want a cousin. And I was like, no, you have so much cousins. He said, no, I want one from you, Auntie. And I was so touched, I nearly came to tears. I like, no, I have no control over it. Auntie's trying, but I'm not getting any result.
Yeah.
So you have to go to God and pray for Auntie. He said, okay, Auntie. Anyway, this is in the same year. Trust me, this is a testimony. I think that will encourage so much persons. And in the meanwhile, I was going for treatment to the doctor checking me, make sure my ovaries intact, everything. I did a myomectomy. They took out at least 15 fibroids.
Wow.
So I wait for my body heal, like 6-7 months after. Went back to the doctor. The doctor said, everything is looking good. I think you're ready to have a child. Are you ready? I said, yes, I'm ready. He like, okay, I'm going to start you on some fertility pills. So I was like, fertility pills. First thing came to my mind, triplets, twins. So I was terrified because I'm praying for one. I don't think I can manage two. Anyway, I said, okay, doc. And he tell me what to do, give me the procedure and everything, the steps, what to do and whatever. I said, okay. I went home and I really had a heartfelt talk with God. I said, God, I really don't want to take that fertility pill. But if that's the way I'm going to get pregnant, I'm going to take it. Anyway, to shorten the story, I went home, put the fertility pills in my nightstand, and I had a trip coming up to go to New York for a week. My sister and I, your mom. And I was packing up some clothes, and honestly, something said to me in the back of my mind, it was like, Jasmine, you're going to be pregnant when you come back from New York. And I just laughed, like Sarah in the Bible. I laughed it. I was like, oh, okay, because I know I've been trying so long to have a child. Anyway, I continue on with my journey. We went on our trip. We had fun. We shopped. We enjoyed that 7 days. We came back. When I came back, my husband's mom called me. She said, you're pregnant? I said, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm on my period. She always asks me if I'm pregnant. I said, no. She said, okay. At least 2 weeks after, I had a visit with the doctor because I was supposed to start taking that fertility pill. So he said, are you pregnant? I said, no. I'm still waiting for the procedure to start taking it. He said, okay, no problem. Anyway, I'm waiting to start taking the fertility pills. Lo and behold, never forget, that was a Labor Day Monday holiday at home. I noticed my period not coming. I'm like, no, my period is like clockwork. So I know, listen, no, it's impossible. I went to the bathroom. I always stop pregnancy tests. You know your act. Anyway, I took a test. I see it turned positive. I throw it in the rubbish. I went back for the next one. I said, these tests not good now. It was positive again. I called my husband. I said, Jay, can you go and get me some pregnancy tests because these are expired?
So in that moment, why was it hard to believe that you're actually pregnant?
Girl, I don't know.
Or was it too good to be true?
I want to think that after trying for so many years, I think I was in doubt. Okay. And that's the thing with us. When God blesses us, we try to put all kind of...
We pray for it, and then when it comes...
You know the story. We deny it, Yeah. But God have mercy on my soul. I'm really sorry for that. And he went, and he like, just don't you see what's happening? I said, what's happening? He said, you're pregnant. He was like, oh, he's so sure, that way. So I was like, okay. I didn't want to get overexcited or anything, but yes. I said, what? God, you did this so quick? Remember, I'm waiting to take the fertility pills now. And then God, like, he speak to me. He says, the victory is mine, not yours, not for man. Glory is mine. And I'm like, God is true, Man not supposed to get your power. Because remember, my doctor now, if I would take the fertility pill, the praises will go to my doctor. Being such a thing or whatever. But God took that glory from him because God know our intentions,
Yes.
You understand? And God showed me, listen, I'm going to get you pregnant. Not the doctor, not no fertility pills. So today, my daughter is 3 years old and I still have those fertility pills in my nightstand as a testimony.
Wow.
I got pregnant and it was successful. I was a very healthy pregnant woman. I eat a lot. And it was fun. It was really, really fun. And I thank God for that.
So I know you spoke about God a lot, and a lot of things couldn't have been possible without him. But how was the support of your husband during this time?
That was awesome. He was the most confident person. Like, God already called him on the phone and let him know what's going to happen. I was the one with the doubt. It was happening to me, but I guess it's because of my experience. But then God really opened my eyes and let me see, listen, once he's for it, nobody can do anything about it.
Okay.
You understand?
And did you have the support of friends and other family members?
Oh yes, my sisters was elated for me. My friends, everybody was happy. Even persons that I didn't even know. When I walk on the street, they say, "Oh, Miranda, you're pregnant." They show. I like, wow, I don't even know that person. But they, you know, I guess they know me for years and seen me and know that I never have any kids, and they were so happy. And I remember a night, I was by Abbey Bank, and this lady, she said, Miranda, you know, I know you, because that's my second name, persons who call me by. She said, so she was telling the next girl, you know, Miranda turned Christian, and look now, Miranda got pregnant. Mm-hmm. Isn't God good? And I said, God is good all the time, and I will walk on. But to tell you who the person is, honestly, I don't know. So, you know, a lot of persons were happy for me, and I was really happy. I had a wonderful pregnancy.
Okay, so going back to that woman before you were pregnant, put yourself back into that situation. What advice, now looking back then, would you give yourself at that time?
Honestly, oh Lord, be patient and wait on God.
Okay, that's great. And to round this off, what advice would you give to young married couples, whether they're newlyweds or those who have been married for years? What advice would you give them, those who are struggling to get pregnant or those who have been getting pregnant but having multiple miscarriages? What piece of advice would you give to them?
My advice to them would be trust in God, take care of your body first, please enjoy your marriage. Because sometimes, yes, we desire things that is before what God has set for us. You understand? So if it's not in the equation as yet, trust God, take care of your body, enjoy your marriage, and everything will fall into place. As God say, put God first and all things will be added unto you. And timing is a lot. Timing means the world. So if it's not time yet, as I said, be patient. God will set everything in order for you.
Thank you so much. This interview was very, very good, and I know that you would definitely encourage and bless some young women out there. If just one, that would be awesome. I want to thank you so much for taking your time out for being here with me, especially talking about something that was very personal and sometimes a bit emotional. Thank you. So there you have it, the first episode of Still That Girl. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time. Now, Still That Girl came up when I decided to blah, 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 blah. Dreams of always...
Just take your time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.